That was a little late.
Might not want to take that right this second. Oh, no, you did.
Just building limit break. Come on.
You're right, you didn't get to build the first time.
Generate Twister. Goes without saying, but we're a little behind on DPS.
Behind on reaction time too. Heyo.
That might be in the fire. You're in the fire.
We'll generate. Then random fires. And then stack.
Oh, come on. You're in
Yes.
a lot of trouble.
The answer is yes, Alenza.
Alright, Twister.
Oh no, we're screwed.
You're right. We are not making this DPS check.
Also, if I don't crit, we are also dead.
Random fires and stack.
Nope, I'm dead.
Wow. What a pessimist.
That was surprisingly close.
How did you survive that hit?
Me?
No, the fire stuff.
Butt wings.
Yeah, too strong. No, this couldn't have been just the butt wings.
I might have thrown a shake it
Okay.
on there. Which, I mean, that's only like 2,000 or 3,000.
Well, a combination of all those things added it up.
I think you cheesed your indom time.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Well, no, that can't be possible. If it's a one shot, it's a one shot.
I don't know. It felt instantaneous.
Well, it could have been that we all went to 1 hit point and then got indomed back up to 70.
Good point.
Well, alright. Good morning, everyone.
Okay, yeah. After this poll, we're going to need to talk about our strategy again for the second and possibly third callouts.
I can, sure.
Alright, Twister. Random fires.
Excuse me?
You died.
That's accurate.
Twister.
Five percent behind.
Behind where we are, or behind where we need to be?
Behind where we normally are.
Random fires.
Get 10 seconds to kill her. Might be alright.
You're fine.
Might get a... Or not.
Or both.
We're not fine anymore. I cannot take that auto attack.
Any idea who's gonna land on? Oh.
Me.
Up there, don't. Oh.
Don't take that res. Sorry.
No,
Too
don't,
late.
don't stand on other people.
Stack. That is awkward.
Oh, so close to here.
We got it.
Alright. Okay, so which strategy are we going with? I mean, throw down. D is the fake boss. Are we doing the one where we split, the one that placeholder posted?
I think so. So
Okay.
that doesn't answer though the. I noticed that after that he put down a comment with the timing for the
Do-
what is the third one.
I have a solution for the third one. It's a little... it's different. Because the order is different. If D was the boss, we would start with the first puddle at south like normal, then go to the middle for the fire to hit. After the fire hits, the two thunders are going to have to split to the left and the right. Everyone else would stay in the middle. Then the second doom puddle is going to hit. If it's in the middle, then we go to our card. If it's on a thunder, then the second person can just go out to wherever it is and get it. And then when we're in our our cardinals, once the third puddle drops, the one who has the second doom goes in and clears, and then the rest of us can go to the middle after that. And then the third doom just goes and gets their thing on this side. Wherever
Are
it
we
landed.
doing our orientation for the split in absolute cardinals, regardless of which way she jumped?
Yes. Since we have A, B, and C to use as references, it'll be easier to know what direction's which. So, third phase, if you're following me, if I didn't get anything targeted on me, it would look like puddle, fire, puddle, second doom clears, and then come back to the middle. And then same rule applies. Once you see a doom puddle drops, that's when you clear your doom. And then the thunders have to be quick because they have to still get hit by the fire, and the thunder goes off pretty quick after that. So after the first puddle drops and we go to the middle and stacking for fire, as soon as the fire goes off, the two thunders can just break left and right, and
I
you
think-
can just
I think
follow
Thunder
this.
should just be out.
Well, they have to get hit by the fire tether.
Mm-mm.
The
You-
fourth one?
Each player has to get hit by either the third or the fourth one, assuming nobody dies.
Oh, well, we are always having the third one hit everyone, right?
It's
Unless-
supposed to.
Well, first off, the second tether should never be in the third tether, so they need to also take the fourth tether. If you were out on third, you have to be in on fourth. And it's possible that someone can miss the third fire for some random reason, in which case you would need to be on the fourth. But it should more often than not be safe for the two thunders to just not worry about taking the fourth fire.
If everything goes correctly according to plan, everything should be fine.
Okay, so then do we want to build the strategy based on the assumption that the two thunders and the third call out do not have to get hit by the...
Yeah.
Alright, so then, let's see, if they don't have to go to the middle with the rest of us, let me check the timing real quick, see which one comes first. They're pretty close to each other.
Well, they just split out when the puddle happened.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, thunder comes before fire, so then, yeah, as soon as the puddle drops, the two thunders will split left and right of that puddle, following the same order we have for the first set of thunders. So they just split left and right, and maybe even down a little bit, so maybe southwest and southeast. And then the rest of the party will go to the middle, will get hit by the fire, and then thunders will explode, and then the second puddle will drop. So, assuming the second puddle drops in the middle, then we split to our cardinals. If the second puddle drops to one of the two thunders, it'll be fine. We still split to our cardinals, and then the second doom, once they see the third puddle drop, they just go to where that thunder spot was real quick. And then after that, everyone collapses to the middle. Well, I guess at that point we don't really need to collapse back to the middle, do we? Because that's when the dive bomb...
Dive bombs.
That's when we need to drag her back to the middle, I think.
Right, she needs to go back to the middle, but we don't necessarily need to stack in the middle. Huh. So then we can kind of just start spreading out, getting ready for the dive bomb markers.
Yes. But we do need to inch towards our position so that we're all around the center.
Sure. Okay, so
It's just not an
just
urgent thing.
quick recap then. So it'll go, we stack it south, puddle drops, the two thunders will break southwest and southeast following the party order. The rest of the party just goes due north to the middle area. Fire hits, and then the second puddle drops. After that second puddle drops, that's when we go to our cardinals. Third puddle drops and just clean up the dooms.
Okay. Sounds reasonable.
And again, that's all for the third call out. The second one hasn't changed.
I don't remember. Was there something special about the second? Not really, right?
No, we just, after the first puddle drops, you go to your cardinals, and then when you see a puddle drop, you go to that spot. If you have a doom. If not, then you just stand there, and after the third puddle drops, everyone goes to the middle. And the thunders stay out until they explode, and then go to the middle. Just remember what direction you split to, and that you're going to the right card.
Yeah. Well, you have it easy, but the rest of us... I could probably use a reminder to be even thinking about it, because I will always be if I'm not thinking about it.
I made pictures. Where's your second monitor? Put the pictures up.
No, just which direction I'm splitting.
Oh, I see. It should be the same every time.
No. depends who else gets picked.
I think I made it so that it shouldn't matter. The whole idea is that you always know which way you're going, based on what happens.
If you're talking about for the Mickey Mouse ears thunders, then yes, depends on who's.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay.
Well, that's the kind of split we need for the south split, for the puddle lightning,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, that's true. But if you, oh shit, I just messed up my Nokia. Oh, disaster. No, I'm gonna stop talking. I actually just dropped the Nokia.
Generate twister. Generates and then random fires. Generate twister. Random fires.
Oh, my computer doesn't lag there.
Yikes. That's what happens if I'm like half a second late. Get in and out. Get out. But yeah, we need to stop moving all the way back on that one. Alright. Stack to the south. Thunders. Stack and then get in. We stack. We spread to our cardinals. No wait, we drop a puddle. Then we spread to our cardinals. Thunders are out. Fires in. Spread and then get out. And then get in. Resolve the fire. Then thunders out. And get south. Now get to your four ways. And resolve dooms.
Oh, what? Oh, they're working on the life rise.
Huh?
Go ahead and heal her, LB.
Break after this.
I'm in the wall, just FYI.
I did not have shirk.
Of course, she hits me with a dive bomb when I'm in my element break pose, so this is pretty much done.
Oh, wow.
I dropped my dive bomb.
Yay, you did yours correct.
I don't know if my strategy for the third one will work when we're spread out like that.
So we should pull her to the middle after the second set of callouts.
Also, I thought we were going with the Midgard Sormir 8 ways, not
No.
the inverted 8 ways anymore.
Oh shit, you're right. My bad.
Yeah, we were going with absolute positioning for the dive based on the markers.
Yes.
So after we finish the second mechanics, we'll pull the boss to the middle, and then when it's spread and then get in, or spread and then get out, we'll go to our positions relative to the thing, and then as soon as she lands, I guess we don't need to be as spread out for that one. We can be slightly spread, but we should still be in the center of the triangle.
So the restack point then, when it's spread then get out, is going to be somewhere near the middle.
It should be somewhere in between the triangle, because we should all just be spread in a circle where, like, the furthest south person is like right here, furthest north person is by the 8 marker.
Then we'll have to treat the stack point as like the south point for the first puddle, and then base everything off of that then.
Well,
I mean, that's why I was asking earlier.
Yeah.
what'll happen is she'll land on someone. It will immediately fire tether will be on someone random, and then we'll be in or out. And if it's in, then it's easy. We just stack south of her as we go in for the fire. Then the thunders run out. We handle the puddles like normal. The weird part is when it's out, we should treat Tam as the new stack point, because he should have the boss still at that point. And she will move to him as soon as she's done with her Iron Chariot. And then as soon as she gets to Tam, then we can move south. But we'll wait for her to come to Tam, and Tam has the north out. So it will be, if she jumps north, like this is one of those things where that we're talking about. We should run to the opposite side of the ring that she's on. So if she jumps to C, then we should be on the AB line, and so on. But yeah, either way, she will go to Tam. So we should just go wherever Tam goes, and Tam should just make sure that he's going to the right spot.
So we can do that, and I'm fine with that. I think there was still plenty of time to move positions. You know, I got the jump. She jumped across from me, and it was plenty of time. But anyway, that's not actually what I was talking about. And I was referring to something. So the thing that killed people the most actually was the ice. That killed like 3 people, including a healer.
It
Well,
hits 8 people, right? And if there's only 6 people in the party, someone's gonna get double tapped.
Well, there's only 3 people who got hit by it. Because I was on the opposite side of the boss, because we were all spread into our cardinals.
The ice or the fire? Because ice is single target. It just goes on the list and targets people and shoots an ice ball at them.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
yeah,
That's why if the person's dead, it skips them and goes to the next one, and that's how people start dying. So when one person dies, no pun intended, it snowballs into other people starting to die from it.
Womp, 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 womp.
Okay, so there's no need during the third puddle, or while the third puddle's resolving, or right afterwards. We don't actually have to be stacking the time.
For the second or the third one?
Third.
No, for the third one, you can keep a pretty loose spread, because you know, dive bombs into dives themselves come next. So there's no, after the second and third puddles come out, well, really after the thunder goes out, there's no thunder or fire or anything to worry about. So once those thunders explode, you can kind of just put the puddles where they really. It's nice to have them nearby, but it's not super critical. So if one's a
And-
little out of position, it's not the end of the world.
The first one's almost certainly going to be out of position because of the timing. If it's Iron Chariot, it'll just be wherever she picks.
So the real important thing there is to make sure you get hit by the fire if you have to, and to not have the thunders in there. But for the most part, that third call can be relatively chaotic and still be fine because there's no stack involved at the end of it. The reason we do the second one the way it is because we all have to be like stacked up for the last fire going into the third one.
As soon as the third puddle drops in the second one, we can all just go to the middle, right?
Yes. As soon as, if you don't have the third doom, then you just go to the middle after the third puddle. If you do have the third doom, you clear it and then go to the middle for the fire. And by that point, the thunder should have come back. It's weird.
It's just gone. It's like, that's a twister.
There was a twister there, but then there wasn't.
How strange.
The animation was still there. So I guess twisters disappear a little bit before they actually disappear.
Looks like it. So then twisters must appear before they're actually there?
Yep, I think we proved that already. What?
Someone forget to eat food?
No.
Not food.
Just didn't get the shield.
Oh, why did not find the shield? Oh, oh, that's awkward, isn't it?
Alright. Back to phase 1 prog.
Alright, let's get all these out of our systems right now.
I don't understand how that happened, though.
I don't know why people are spread so far the fuck out before we pull.
Oh, yeah, you are pretty far. The spread distance is only 10. So I think Sacred Soil, which goes between C and B. That's the maximum distance you're allowed to be.
And yet, he persists. What a trooper.
It might be in range. It's like 9.5 away.
We fucking wiped to this again.
Oh yeah,
Nope.
you clearly didn't get that shield.
But why?
It's okay, you're just gonna take a lot of damage and no one else will. Wait, what?
I stutter stepped. My fault.
I actually thought that was the fire. I was like, there's no way we were topped off.
Still the most difficult mechanic in this game.
Nope.
Turns out there is a way.
Well, it wasn't the fire.
I think one of the tanks forgot to get on that one.
Generate Twister.
I don't know what to do.
Don't fuck it up.
Random fires and stack. Giant Twister.
We got about 5 seconds.
Random
to go.
fires and stack.
She's gonna rage after this fireball. It's a sweet looking limit break though.
I chose death by fire.
Generate Twister. Random fires. Generate Twister. Random fires and stack. In and stack.
Oh,
Oh, she was really far already.
okay, we have much less control over where it goes after Ding dies.
It's true. Twister. Random fires and stack. Generate Twister. Will generate. And random fires. Get in, then get out.
I was supposed to run that way.
Next fire is out. Thunders go north. Stack, then get out. We're going south again. Spread your four ways. Thunders are out. Fire is in. I don't want to know this world. What killed you?
Lightning.
Did someone not get out, or did you get clipped?
The lightnings are supposed to be in your cardinal direction, heading out just a couple steps away from the boss in the direction of your cardinal.
Don't think it really matters, but
Well, that's so you don't hit the other person who also has lightning. If you happen to be close to each other. And then everyone needs to be under the boss when the lightnings go off.
Ah.
Yes. Generate Twister.
I cannot res. We can end puddle.
Random fires. Generate Twister. Random fires and stack. Get in and then get out. Just south of the ley lines. There we go. Next fire is out to the south. Thunders. Stack and get out. Get to the south, and then get your 8 ways, or 4 ways. Thunders are out, run out, everyone else in.
It's fine, probably.
Alright, get ready to get to your 8 ways. Spread, then we're gonna get in. Alright, get in, and then get to the south of her. Drop the thunders. Get your 4 ways.
Oh, I just took that.
No.
Or, oh, you got it? Okay.
Alright, get ready. Dive bombs. And then after the dive bombs, we're gonna stack.
Midori.
Two is very sad. Two's gonna go straight through the middle right there. And then move to your right. Oh, what?
Sorry.
I should not have been in the third. I forgot I had the tether. First one.
I don't know where I missed a fire somewhere, but I know where I missed one fire because I had lightning.
Yeah.
I was just a
Wait.
little bit too late.
Oh, okay. Because you shouldn't even if you have lightning, you should just be able to make it in time for the fire that's in the stack, as long as you don't go too far. So you probably just went a little too far.
So Salento was like over here, like way the heck over here, and then had to go pick up a white puddle, and then
Yeah.
just barely missed the fire.
Because the third puddle was like not close,
And
or
despite
the boss
that,
moved.
and despite that, he almost made it. He was like really, really close. So
But I
you
don't remember
actually
missing
got-
two.
Well, you
That's the
always
thing.
miss the second one, right? You're supposed to.
Yeah.
And then you miss the third one, and then you're like guaranteed dead if you miss those two.
Are you? I think it was supposed to be okay to miss third or fourth.
It's okay to miss third or fourth if you got.
Right. But I'm saying, like, I missed two because I'm supposed to. And then I missed one that I knew I was supposed to miss, and I just died later. So I don't know. I know it seems like it's supposed to be safe.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. It depends on the timing.
Yeah.
It's okay to take every other one, but it just depends on whether you got the ice balls or not. Whether or not it's okay to miss the third one.
Also, not everyone might have been alive at the time.
Oh, maybe that's what happened. They got pushed up. I'm gonna blame that.
Generic twister. Random fires and stack. Generate twister. Random fires. Stack. Get in and stack.
Oops.
This is going great.
I actually thought we were far enough apart. I'm actually starting a cast already. Oh, this is a little bigger than that.
Mind if we take our 10-minute break a little early? I need to like refresh myself.
Coffee break.
I don't want to go get coffee because it'll be more than 10 minutes, but
Coffee break or special coffee break?
The way this night's going might be special.
So you're talking like just Bailey's with enough coffee in it to turn it darker?
Just enough to make it bitter.
Taslanta, we're gonna have the biggest rain ever in May. We're gonna have 1 month's
What?
worth of rain tomorrow.
What?
Yeah.
So you mean like 1/10 of an inch?
0.75.
So you're saying his houses are going to slide down hills?
0.75 of an inch. I don't know how that
Not even
became
a
news.
whole inch.
How is this even news? It was like the biggest storm ever for May.
For May.
Yeah. And I'm like, what? This would like barely even be mentioned in like Houston. Where-
So does that
It
mean
wouldn't be
people are gonna post memes showing sidewalk puddles, and they'll caption it, "We will rebuild."
pretty much.
Kind of like when we get like nothing hurricanes in Florida, and people post pictures of like a single knocked over like lawn chair, and they caption that.
Tropical storm, guys.
We actually have a fairly big thunderstorm system down here the last couple days. North of Tampa, all the way up to like basically the Florida-Georgia border. And they like diverted a ton of planes. We had an event at the hotel, and like good 80% of their attendees for a conference all got diverted to Atlanta overnight.
I realized ACT wasn't working because of the patch.
The patch add anything?
I don't think so.
Nope. It just added Moogles.
Oh, that's right. They said they added itinerant moves for an upcoming event or something.
So Tedley, do ninjas only get the 5 GCDs?
Yes. So you've got spinning, then gust. Oh no, wait, there are 6. Sorry. No,
What's the
wait,
sixth one?
sorry, there are 5. Yeah, there are 5. So there's spinning, gust, aeolian, and then you end in either aeolian, shadow fang, or
Yeah. Armor Crush refreshes Huton so that you never had to recast that.
pushes it by 30 seconds, up to the max of 70.
Yeah.
Basically, every third combo is going to be Shadow Fang. So dependent upon your timing for Huton, let's say you just cast Huton, you start the fight. You're going to go Shadow Fang combo, Aeolian combo, Aeolian combo, Shadow Fang combo, Armor Crush combo, Aeolian combo, Shadow Fang combo, etc.
Is Trick Attack the only thing that requires hide?
Doesn't require hide. Hide just lets you automatically use it from there without triggering Suiton.
I mean, Suiton is just hide in combat, right?
No, hide also refreshes your ninjutsu outside of combat. You can't use since you can't use hide in combat.
Suiton just allows you to use things that require the effect of hide,
I guess
which
you
Trick
could put it
Attack
that-
does.
Yeah, I guess you could put it that way. Yeah. It's just that like anything that's not out in the world, you probably can't trick attack from hide anyway, because they'll see through hide.
Yeah, and stupid things that can hear you freaking see through it all the time. Unless you're walking in high, which means you're
They-
not moving at all.
They shouldn't hear you. It's
Oh no, they do.
huh.
I've tested it in POTD. The slimes are sound based, and every other thing I can sneak up on except for them, unless I start walking.
Huh.
Unless slimes have some other way of detecting it.
They could be movement or true sense.
I probably never picked up my catch pond tickets last week.
What?
Hmm?
One of your party members does not meet the requirements for this.
Tam's a ninja.
Ah, Tam is a level 32 ninja.
コスコスチアテキテキチアねえ、ねえってば。
I can totally do it as a level 32 ninja.
Well, you certainly won't be over the eye level cap. Okay. I put on my big kid pants, ready to do this.
Those still look like panties to me.
But they're for big kids. They're not for little kids.
Uh,
The bigger the kid, the smaller the panties.
It's true. Generic Twister. Random fires and stack.
Are you kidding me? My bad. Thought I was in there.
One day, all games will be run by AI, and it will, in fact, it will just be like, "Nah, I'm kidding. You're fine." It's gonna be an awful world to live in.
Yeah, and then like after it shows you wiping, it rewinds to where you were still alive, and then you screw up because you weren't ready.
Or we'll all be playing on Stadia, dealing with like double latency.
Gross.
I wonder how they're gonna deal with that. Probably not.
Make different types of games that are not latency dependent.
So no FPS.
Or have some stuff client side with predictive motion, like PSO and such.
The real problem is that anything that you allow trusting on client side is something that people can cheat. And it's just how you walk the balance between cheatability and user experience.
That was me. Not gonna lie.
Generic Twister. Random fires.
I didn't jump right into the fire.
Alright, Twister. Random fires and stack. In and stack. Next fire's out. Thunders go north at bottom. Stack, then get out. Don't go too far.
Gotta heal up those thunders.
Oh, it hurts so good.
Spread 8 ways or 4 ways. Thunders, spread to your 4 ways, everyone else in. In under the hitbox. Get ready for 8 ways spread. Get out. Get in. Thunders, get out. Everyone else, get in.
Yo, you're in the wall, that's why you're doing it. Oh, that's right.
These are true statements.
Spread and then dive bombs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna say yeah, but it's 100% my spot.
Oh, where'd I even go?
I was in my ley line.
Look, it's not just your spot because you said so with your ley line.
It's my spot because I had ley lines down. You
I
know
thought your
I'm not
ley
moving.
lines was where we were supposed to put all the AoEs.
I mean, yeah, but there's no reason why I should, like, hug placeholder. Yeah. I should just, like, stop, like, right here. Or, like, right here.
I mean, it wouldn't matter, right? Like everyone else is dead, but
Sure.
You're missing the small victory. We did dive bombs right.
yeah,
I
no,
know!
dive bombs were correct.
What's so happy about that?
I did not do it right. I should have been in the middle. I need to remember to be in the middle.
World's slowest turn.
Sometimes you're driving an oil tanker.
Last time I got clipped with that, that was like here.
Crazy jump there.
Cherry twisters. Random fires and stack. Cherry twister. Get out. Get out. Just outside the ley lines. Next fire's out. Next thunders are north.
Super dead. Okay.
Stack, then get out. And then get your positions. And then get under the hitbox.
A second puddle.
Too close.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You had the second fire. Spread, then get out. And stack on the carrot. Thunder's out. Then in for the fire.
Who got the second Doom Puddle on the second set of mechanics?
It was the third Doom Puddle that was too close.
Well, the second one was like directly in the middle.
The second one was directly south. The first one was, we were out, so the first one was outside of our stacks. Then we ran up south, the second puddle dropped south of her, and then the third puddle, we didn't wait until... Someone on the side did not wait until the third puddle dropped before getting inside the hitbox, so the third puddle was underneath her. And we should be... This is the pact that we signed, which is we will be at max melee range, and that's where we drop the puddles.
One thing that I saw happened is that nobody went and got the first puddle, but somebody went and got the second one.
I was on my way to the first one, but I had
Oh.
to run around the giant puddle that got dropped out of position, and then couldn't make it to mine in time.
It will
Oh.
always be there.
Yeah, that's probably.
If it's
what I mean.
out, the first
run to the
puddle
side.
will be here, and if you have the short doom, you need to not run too far,
Well,
or
he can run it up, but then he
No,
needs to
I
run to the side.
I should still be able to get to the north position, and then when the second puddle drops, I should be able to run directly south to that puddle.
Yeah.
to the first puddle.
Yes, because the people at the south do not stay at south, they split to the southwest and southeast. The south position should always be safe, so if I get the second, or if I have the
No,
first
no.
Doom, I should be able to run straight through her.
No,
No.
hold on. That was
What?
out.
When we're
Yeah.
out, it goes puddle deep south, puddle near south.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yes.
not how it's supposed to be. When
Well-
we go out, we treat that as a start point.
I just want to point out that whether or not that's how it is envisioned, that's how it's going to play out, because we're all going to be outside of her hitbox for the chariot, and that's where the puddle's going to drop. And then everyone's going to run up to her, and the second puddle's going to drop before we get into position. So it will drop to her south. And that's fine.
We were
We can just
supposed to treat the first puddle as wherever it is you go from there.
No.
That was that was
If
how
we
it
do
was.
that, then we have to
Not if
wait
it's
like
out.
2
I'm not
or
gonna
3
do that.
GCDs while she's out of melee range, and that's not worth it. It's just gonna be, it's so super simple though. You're just like puddle, next puddle,
And
and
we
then you go
split.
to your 4 ways.
It's
Okay,
just
but then
there's just
me
one
and
extra
Tam, if we have the first Doom, we can't run through the middle.
no. You totally can. Here's what you do. You start deep south. You run up here, first south. You'll know before the second puddle lands if you have to.
Yeah,
and
and
you just go over here, or you
Oh,
just
no, you go
back
south. Yeah, you go.
I mean, you
pick
can
up
do
your
either. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Just don't go up here and block yourself.
yeah, if people go to their positions from the first puddle, if we don't wait for it to come to us, and we wait there, then there's the possibility that while someone's getting into position, they will drop a puddle directly underneath her, and that's something we want to avoid. We just need to make sure that when we do spread out for the third puddle, and if we're in for the second and third puddle, that we're at max melee, and we don't stack under the boss until the third puddle appears, and then we all get as close to the middle of her hitbox as possible. And the Thunders are at max melee. Or a little bit further.
I mean, it's the same strategy. The difference is that if we're out, the first puddle is just deep south. Then we go south, like normal, and treat that as though that was the first one. Like, the most possible awkward combination is, let's see, if Tam gets first Doom and you get third Doom, but Tam gets third puddle. Okay, that's an awkward combination.
I think the most awkward is if I get second Doom, because then I have to run out in the direction of wherever the second Doom puddle, because I won't make it back north.
What? No, if you get second Doom, you're far south, then near south. You run north like normal just to get out of the puddle. And you
I
go
meant
back.
if I get second Doom and Thunder.
Oh, and Thunder.
Yes, I will not have time to go back north and get out. So I will be running the boss whichever direction I was at the time.
I think you have time after second. Don't you?
Definitely not. Not after having to clear Doom.
I mean, Thunder goes out before the second puddle drops.
Generic Twister.
One of these ties these days, like Tylee's gonna drop a Twister from right there and I'm gonna charge right into it.
No. Because I don't do that little sidestep thing. I run out then in between the span of GCDs.
Next is Fire.
Alright, I'm still convinced it's gonna happen. It just won't be intentional probably.
Generic Twister.
Huh. I was pretty... was pretty well inside that. It wasn't that close.
Pew! Alright, Twister. Random fires and stack. Alright, Twister.
What?
Oh, Midori was 0-1. I did not see that.
That's the first time you've ever done that, though. You always see me, usually.
Yeah.
Always, usually.
Always usually.
It went from always to usually.
Hedging,
Well, now it's a
hedging
usual.
bets.
Not dead, just mostly dead.
You could have saved the day by killing her, and then taking her ball, and then eating it again.
There was one time actually early, like the third pull or something, where like I usually see who has it, and I didn't see it, so I assumed it was me. And I was just like, I hope I'm right.
Shit.
Wow, really?
I was on the back side of the puddle too.
I'm much closer to C than usual, too. Weird.
Alright, Twister.
I think they're a little bit closer than normal. Or A and C.
That's
are.
Kana.
Huh?
Generate. Random fires and stack. Generate Twister.
What the fuck?
Yep. Just be ready with that LV2.
Only one.
Random fires and stack. We will get a death sentence.
We have 4 seconds to kill him.
Oh, so close.
Who else died beside me?
Place holding.
Oh, right. Sometimes I wish I was streaming, just so I could be like, what the fuck just happened?
Maybe I should start streaming. Get two perspectives.
Like,
And
the
one-
problem is, like, I don't know if I'm lagging. Like, if I'm lagging just a little bit, maybe that could be it.
I don't
But it
feel
doesn't
like
seem like it.
streaming would help you with lagging.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Well,
would
like-
just make it worse.
Streaming would let me know if I was crazy.
I don't think you need a stream for that.
God damn it.
You could also just record, you don't have to stream. OBS will let you record without actually publishing it.
Just gotta do it Kanata style. Cover up all potential details in the minimap.
Hey man, it's the bottom right corner.
You go. Yes, the bottom right quarter of your screen.
Yeah, who needs 25% of their screen?
Well, another third of the screen is his party list, right in the middle.
Hey man, priorities.
Like, I don't need to see the ground.
You're not wrong, but it doesn't feel right.
I mean, I can't stand it when I have the party list in the top left corner.
I mean, doesn't have to be that extreme. It's not all or nothing.
Yeah, it's default there though.
It's true. Lister? When I was healing in WoW, I put my party list where my buttons are right now. It was the middle center of my screen. But then again, you're talking about 25-person raids where I need to be healing all 25 people. Random fires next.
I used to use the CT mod one that would let you take a dual screen display and just shrink it down to one screen and then leave the other one black. And I just had a whole screen of info at them.
Is it like off to the side?
Yeah, like left screen would have the actual game on it, and the right side would be
Sorry,
all
Twister.
like party list, etc. Debuffs, DPS meters.
I guess
type
if they weren't
meters.
important, that's not super. It's not a big problem. I couldn't like have my party list over there. or something, but-
That was the first and hopefully last game where I had to basically customize my entire UI down to every single element.
You're very good at autopilot.
Autopiloting what?
First
I mean,
base.
we've done it a few times.
Focus up.
This is the interesting part.
Get in, out. Get out. just outside the ley lines.
Either she was too far south, or B and C are off. I don't think that's true. But outside the ley lines was not safe.
Well, you also get to see right as she does the
Fire.
fires out. Stack them, get out.
Oh, come on. What the shit?
Alright, now we drop the next one south. Now we split for our 4 ways. Max melee. And then... No, that's way too close.
That is interesting though. Tam is effectively... I mean, it's not max melee, but if Tam moves, the boss follows.
I cannot be max melee. It's
Yeah.
impossible for me to be max melee.
Right.
I mean, unless she's stuck somewhere, I can't be max melee.
Let's redefine max melee for you. For Tam, max melee is max range where boss doesn't move.
But that puts the puddle almost north, just like...
The puddle will drop through like 2/3 of her hitbox.
Yeah, it's gonna drop right there.
It's fine, isn't it?
And it hits all the way to here. Well, not quite. But it's like from here to there. No, can't make it that far. There. So it's like that big.
Mhm.
So...
There should never be a time where it matters if Tam's bubble hits half of the inside of her hitbox, because if there's still a puddle out, then people shouldn't be in.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Right, so as soon as the puddle disappears, that's when people collapse.
Unless
inside
it's
her
actually
hitbox.
right under her. Just don't pick up the...
Yeah, don't pick up the Doom thing. Have to be very careful if Tam gets it. And if you have Thunders, you know, maybe take a couple extra steps. As for the first thing, when it's Lunar Dynamo followed by Iron Chariot, like, when you see the Lunar Dynamo ring, the Iron Chariot ring is the exact same size. So, you can see how far out you need to run for that. It's a little...
I think it's a little bigger.
If it's bigger, it's like 1 Yalm bigger.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
one or
the
two,
angle you're looking at.
maybe.
Yeah. But I think we've identified that it's, what was it, 8 Yalms both times?
Sounds about
10?
right.
It's
It was
not 10.
this.
8.
It's the size. Yeah,
Six
it's
or
not
so.
quite this. Yeah,
They usually do 5, 10, or 8, so... It's probably 8.
Elliot, I have no idea how you didn't walk on
ninja things.
that. That's some ninja shit.
It's got light feet.
What was that? I can barely hear a placeholder half the time.
You're magical.
Generate Twister. We skipped a plummet. Random fires and stack. Jarring Twister. And 5s and stack. Get out. Out.
Oh
Make
my
sure you
god,
get
I
that.
wasn't.
You're like so close. Fires out. Thunder's out. Stack, then get out. Spread your 4-ways. Max melee. Thunders, get out. Get in under the hitbox. Heals on Tam. Spread, then get in. Stack south. Thunders to your positions.
That's
To the middle. Raven Speech. Bonk.
Oh, that's a stack mechanic.
well, it was spread. It was spread then stack.
Yeah, I can't take that by myself.
Yeah, sorry. Once you die, you start to try to adjust and catch up, and then you fuck it up.
Alright, Twister. Random fires and stack. Alright, Twister.
I mean, I was in the Neuralink. It's weird. Twister. Random fires. Generic Twister. Random fires.
in and stack. Next fire's out. Thunder's out. Stack, then get out. Next puddle south. Spread to max melee. Thunders on the main tank. Stay away from Tam. Alright, get in. Stack for the fire. It's second. Spread, then get in. Get in. Stack south. Fire's in. Thunder's out. Spread your 8 ways. Or 4 ways. Resolve the dooms.
Not even the mana to rinse.
Goodbye. Flat. I have bombs. And then stack.
That might go.
Telly, use LB.
Oh, I guess that works.
Until she jumps down.
I call bullshit. I was nowhere near her when she jumped in. It's like Space Invaders. She aimed where I was instead of where I was going to be.
Never had a carrot.
Carrot margarita.
Huh?
Just read Ed's FC chat, Kanata.
Uh,
Oh, wait. Someone got distracted.
Carrot margaritas. Those are distracting.
What?
Yeah.
Carrot margarita, is that like in the same tier as like the apple tea?
I think that would be a several tier.
I think it's closer to a Bloody Mary.
Probably.
So it's like salty frozen carrot puree with like booze? How's that work out?
Some vodka, maybe.
Maybe you use purple carrots.
Generate Twister. Random fires next.
Are you kidding me? It did the thing again where it went through me.
So how does this sound to you? Like rum, pineapple juice, and Midori.
Sounds delicious. I love pineapple juice.
I was gonna say pretty much anything with pineapple juice. Like pineapple juice and like any liquor is like works.
It was some specialty drink they came up with for a group at the hotel that their like company color was green.
So I had a drink that I mixed in college that you can't make anymore because it requires Snapple Rain, which is no longer made.
Ah. I mean, at least that's classier than it requiring old school Four Loko.
Surge Cola.
Four Loko. Like booze and energy drink.
Alright, Twister.
Oh, I'm doing the thing again.
We'll generate. Random fires. Generate Twister. You're definitely not getting death sentence. Double generate. There's the random fires and limit break. In and stack. In and stack. Next fire's out. Next thunders to the north. Thunders. Stack, then get out. Drop your puddle. Move north. Drop your puddle. Max melee 4 ways. Thunders are out. Fire's in. Spread to your 8 ways. Get in. Get south. Fire's in. Thunders. Then get in after this last one.
Pull it back to middle when you can.
Alright. Dive bombs. And then we're going to stack after the dive bombs. Do your markers. And then spread out. Stay away from the very middle of the triangle. Stay away from the very middle of the triangle.
Wait, what's that?
I stack.
It's
He
stack.
meant for the land. Yeah.
After, so what happens is you land, and then you stack. It's like the call out for the mechanic is way before the mechanic happens. Stack and get
Nice
in.
knowing you.
Oh. Oh.
Get in, then get out.
Did anyone catch what percent she was at when she started the dive bomb?
Nope.
What, we
And I
screwed
don't
the
care
fuck
because we
all up?
lost 3 people. I really don't
Lost
care what
3 people
percentage.
afterward.
I think it
Talking
was a
about
little
beforehand.
over 30.
Yeah, we can check.
I know that DPS is going to matter at some point, but it currently doesn't.
I mean, as long as we're reasonably close.
Like, we clearly have the DPS because we are able to get through this first phase with time to spare, unless someone dies, in which case it's a little close. But I honestly don't want to waste anyone's brain power on worrying about DPS until we've seen the limit break, or sorry, seen Enrage with everyone alive.
Well, let's talk about it later, but I think these markers are too close. And we should talk about that.
Yeah, that's something that I think is easy to fix.
Well, but it's complicated. I mean, it's not dead simple.
I got a plan.
Let's talk about it, because I want to make sure you understand why I'm concerned about it.
Well, let's do this poll. Giant Twister. Next is Random Fire and Stack. Giant Twister. Random Fires. Get out, in and out. Fires out, thunders are north. Stack and then get in. Drop the first puddle, south. Go to your ways. Max melee if you can. Stay max melee. Thunders are on Tam, stay south. Fires in. Alright, get it. Spread 8 ways. Then get in. Stack south. Drop the first puddle south. Thunders. Thunders are on me.
Oh.
Alright, so what is the concern about the...
Oh, so okay,
distance?
so yeah, no, it's pretty straightforward. I just want to make sure that it's clear why I'm concerned, which is that if the boss is in, and I'm at max melee range, which is what I think I need to be in order to be far enough away that we don't cleave each other, I am standing here.
So you're
Which
standing...
means I'm in the neural link, which means I'm doing reduced damage.
Okay. Yeah, I've
So-
had to like sidestep the Neuralink a couple times.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to try to do.
I mean, if we all just take a little bit of step to the left, okay. I was going to say, if we just take a little bit of step to the left, it's probably fine.
Kanata, can you put a Sacred Soil directly on the 1, please? I'm going to use this to generate marks. And if these are... I can do this every time we enter the arena to make sure that they're always a consistent 8 yalms apart. If that's too close, then I can start setting the waymarks on the edge of the sacred soil.
Well, I like that idea, so I'm in favor of this. As at least, it doesn't give you the perfect 120 degree guarantee. I'll take it. It's at least the right distance. I don't know, it's just one of those things where it's just like, if I move to the left, right, I'm probably going to clip you. So, I didn't want to make it a huge adjustment.
Generate Twister. Random fires and stack. Generate Twister.
Whoa, there's a
Oh, the slow motion realization that whoa, there's
For reals.
Alright, well, this will be the last pull if we get to the second phase.
Let's die to something new.
Old age.
Never been here that long.
I wish I could say that that was something new for me, but no, this is not recoverable.
Oh, I could have waited for a fire and pulled Tylene with the fire. That's what I should have done.
Alright, well, this is the last pull whether or not we get to the second phase.
Don't jinx it. It has to be the real last pull.
We're whittling down our last pulls.
The lastest of pools.
Why did I take 45,000 damage from that plummet?
You might have been the one that took the debuff? Or wait, what? I don't know.
No, plummet does not affect that.
Oh, wait, why do you have 36,000 HP?
Oh,
I think we found the problem.
We need to reset. Not.
No,
Yeah.
oh, well,
well,
now we
This
do.
is the last poll.
We have enough time for one more, maybe. So no, 45,000 sounds right. How
I
can
mean,
you
if
be
they
wrong?
keep going like that, we have time for like.
look, I have 60,000 hit points. I don't know what you're talking about.
Carrot with the OGCD repair.
Yeah, I was doing that during Twisters too. I didn't step on a Twister, but someone else did. Tearing Twister. Random fire and stack. Giant Twister. Next is random fires and stack.
That's really fun. Can you res? Oh, we're right there. Is that right? Oh, shoot. No, shoot. Okay.
What? Doesn't she normally hit the body? Oh, maybe not if the first hit kills him. I mean,
Oh no, she does all 5 hits.
well, then normally, like,
No matter what.
she.
And
when
a
she
stack.
kills-
Maybe this is on. Probably. Yeah, I have no idea. Well, we can live until
No one else is lagging.
Oh, that's it. Thank you for the run. Now I'm going to scroll back through my chat log to find out how long my year's been.
Fight's still going on for me.
Oh, really? Oh yeah, you're in a different world now.
Oh boy.
I'm out of the game already.
Oh, there we go.
You're back.
That was
Night.
interesting. Good night.
Night,
Tam.
Tam.
I almost find it more confusing and mysterious when it's inconsistent.
No, it doesn't say.
It's like, I don't think I'm lagging most of the night, and then like on the last pull, it's like, nah, you're just lagging by 25. Wait, what? Is that like a one-time lag spike, or is that like a mini thing that's been happening?
Kanata,
Hmm?
you know what we need to do?
What?
We need to do Behemoth Extreme.
Oh boy.
It's not going to be there forever. Spring Festival's expiring soon. Are you ready? Is your body ready? We have better gear now.
I don't have better gear.
Well, the people who are carrying have better gear.
Okay.
Hey, what was the name of that game, the cooking game you were trying to get people to play?
Overcooked?
Oh, yeah. No. Placeholder 9 just started.
Oh boy.
You cut out.
Oh. Placeholder 9 just got it. We're messing around on it.
It's fun. Like, we should all play it on PC so that we can play 4-player
I
over the internet.
can't play on PC.
Why? Do you not own a computer?
I do, I guess.
Well, then you can.
A Mac?
Do you have Steam?
It is a Mac. Yeah.
It might run on Mac. We can check.
It's very hard.
So the type of game, like, it runs on the Switch. It's not a
I mean,
high
high demand game.
yeah.
I would totally play it on the Switch, but you have to do it local multiplayer on the Switch. Anyway, I love that game because it's basically like raiding, but with food.
Yeah, it gets really hectic. And a lot of it is on the fly decisions. So all these like this lightning goes here and this fire goes here. Try doing that for people all the time, constantly with no instruction. And people yelling at each
Only
other.
it's like,
Yeah.
why is your cheese out of position?
Basically.
Yeah, sometimes
Yep.
there's gonna be like, okay, so the level's gonna switch, and you're on tomato throwing duty. You have to throw the tomatoes across the gap and get them onto the other platform. While I'm going to be chopping stuff, and placeholder is on backup dishes duty. And when he's not doing dishes, he needs to go like collect the like leftover shit and throw it in the garbage or whatever.
It's really hard. Because the truck levels are hard. I don't like those ones. Or the ice. The ice was fun too. We were sliding all over the place. So the ice is.
So there are 2 Overcooks, as far as I know, currently. And if you haven't played the first one, I recommend doing the first one first, because it starts out with like just establishing the conventions of the game, and they're like Overcooked 2 basically just goes straight into gimmick levels.
I think I have the first one. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
free. So it's probably the first one.
Anyway, are we doing Behemoth?
I'm actually not entirely sure my controller will work. I've already ordered a new one, but it hasn't come yet. So here's the thing: is like, right, I was doing the shield heavy bowgun.
Mm-hmm.
It's the R2 button that's sticky.
Mm-hmm. And that's the block button.
It's the fire button.
Oh, the fire button. It's the block button for other weapons.
Mm-hmm.
When's it
Yeah,
getting
I
in?
could probably do so much more damage if I just don't do if I switch to like that pierce build for light bowgun instead of doing charge blade, because
Maybe.
like charge blade was fine, but like you just waste so much DPS time if you're not like amazing at pushing buttons.
I mean, the problem is he's not Xeno.
He's
Like,
pretty
not
big.
that big.
He's
not
pretty
that
big. He is pretty big. Like if you can get the right position, he's not as big as Xeno. He's not as big as Kulvetoroth, but he's pretty big. He's not like you're fighting a fucking Puke or something like that, and you get like
Yeah.
4 hits with your pierce.
I hate those